Welcome back, intrepid explorers of the unknown, to our channel, where we delve into the mysteries that captivate our imaginations and challenge our understanding of reality. In today's episode, we turn the pages back to the curious case of Jonathan Baxter, the man who vanished after claiming he built a time machine, only to reappear years later. Strap in, because this journey through the chronicles of Baxter is going to be a wild ride. The disappearance. Imagine a man, Baxter by name, who stepped out of the shadows with a claim so bold it sparked a global frenzy, a machine capable of tearing through the temporal veil. But, as the scrutiny intensified, Baxter faded away as suddenly as he had arrived, leaving behind a workshop that seemed frozen in time, a tableau of ambition and perhaps hubris. The world waited for a sign, a return, or a revelation, but none came. The silence stretched on, turning the man and his time machine into little more than a legend, a modern myth. Years of silence. As the buzz quieted to a whisper, Jonathan Baxter's story settled into the backdrop of our collective consciousness. Did he flee, fearful of the consequences of his own invention? Or had he become a pioneer, lost in the very streams of time he sought to navigate? Experts dismissed his claims, his machine, his science, as nothing but fantasy. The world seemed to accept that Baxter was gone, that the time machine was a dream that had never been and perhaps never should be. The unexpected return. Against all odds, like a specter out of time, Baxter reemerged, a man unstained by the years he had missed, brandishing a contraption he hailed as his passport through time. The world watched, skeptical yet spellbound, as he narrated tales of days yet to come and yesteryears long forgotten. The return of Baxter has not only resurrected the legend, but has reignited a debate that spans the scientific and the philosophical. Examining the evidence, Baxter now stands at the center of a scientific enigma, his machine under the microscope. This device, composed of unknown materials and emitting an energy signature that defies explanation, has polarized the scientific community. Some cling to their skepticism like a shield, while others quietly, cautiously allow themselves to wonder, what if? The machine is a puzzle, with pieces that don't fit into our current understanding of physics, yet it exists, undeniably, challenging us to rethink the possible. Implications and skepticism. Imagine the implications if Baxter's machine does what he claims. We're talking about a revolution in every field of human endeavor: history, science, philosophy. But for every dreamer who dares to believe, there are many more who demand proof. Baxter's past, marked by his sudden departure and years of absence, casts a long shadow over his current claims. The world now watches with bated breath as the man who would conquer time faces perhaps his toughest challenge yet, convincing a skeptical world that his time machine is more than an illusion. Further revelations. In a narrative as compelling as any science fiction, Baxter's reappearance comes with a trove of accounts that stretch the imagination. He speaks of walking through history's greatest moments, of witnessing firsthand the ebb and flow of civilizations, of seeing the outcomes of choices yet to be made. His accounts, rich with detail, paint a vivid tapestry of time as an intricate web of cause and effect. But without concrete evidence, his stories hang in a delicate balance between revolutionary insights and grandiose fiction. Scientific inquiry. The scientific community stands at a precipice, with Baxter's device offering an unprecedented opportunity for study. Renowned physicists are now weighing in, conducting experiments in an effort to validate the mechanics of the alleged time machine. It's a moment of potential paradigm shift, with the principles of causality, relativity, and quantum mechanics all being put to the test. If Baxter's device can be proven to work, the implications would rewrite textbooks and redefine our place in the universe. Public fascination. As the scientific debate rages on, the public's fascination with Baxter grows. His story has taken on a life of its own, becoming a centerpiece of pop culture. Documentaries, podcasts, and forums are buzzing with discussions about time travel and its potential realities. Baxter, whether he intended to or not, has become a figurehead for the age-old human quest to transcend the bounds of time and space. The burden of proof. But in this modern age of skepticism, Baxter's claims require validation. The burden of proof lies heavy upon his shoulders. His machine is subjected to scrutiny, with experts dissecting its every component, attempting to replicate its purported abilities. The time machine, once an object of ridicule, has now become the crucible in which Baxter's credibility will be either forged or broken. A future unfolding. As we move forward, the narrative of Jonathan Baxter and his time machine continues to evolve. His next steps, and those of the scientific community, will determine the legacy of his claims. Will he be remembered as a pioneer of human thought and capability, or as a cautionary tale of ambition that flew too close to the sun? Time, the ever-impartial judge, will tell. Beyond the present, as the tale of Jonathan Baxter stretches on, the border between science and fiction becomes increasingly blurred. His anecdotes of future vistas and past landscapes tantalize the imagination, but they also cast a shadow of doubt. Baxter's enigmatic journey, if true, would not only shatter our understanding of time, but also shake the very foundation of human consciousness and identity. The question now is not just about the veracity of his machine, but also about the experiences and their effects on the human psyche. The role of media. Amidst all the commotion, the role of media in shaping public perception becomes undeniably significant. Baxter's appearances on talk shows, podcasts, and live interviews have turned him into a modern mythic figure, a man who might have bridged the gap between now and then, between here and there. But media also brings scrutiny and the call for transparency. As Baxter's presence grows, so does the clamor for an open, verifiable demonstration of his machine's capabilities. A philosophical quandary. Philosophers, too, have joined the fray, contemplating the moral and ethical dimensions of time travel. If Baxter's machine can indeed pierce through the fabric of time, what does that mean for concepts like free will, destiny, and morality? His claims have resurrected age-old debates and sparked new ones, compelling us to reconsider our philosophical frameworks in the face of potential temporal manipulation. Awaiting verification. The world now waits for the moment of truth when Baxter's claims are put to the ultimate test. Will there be a successful demonstration of time travel, witnessed and verified by the global community? The anticipation is palpable, with some dreaming of the possibilities and others dreading the consequences. Baxter's legacy hangs in the balance, with the potential to either ascend to the annals of history or to dissipate as the fog of a well-spun tale. Time's echo. The echoes of Jonathan Baxter's claims continue to reverberate through the corridors of time, challenging us to reconsider what we know about our linear existence. His disappearance and sudden reappearance have not only sparked a renewed interest in temporal studies, but have also highlighted the fragile nature of our grasp on the concept of time. As the story unfolds, each revelation invites us to look deeper, to question not just the mechanics of time travel, but its impact on the fabric of reality itself. The human element. In the unfolding drama of Baxter's narrative, the human element cannot be overlooked. Beyond the gears and quantum theories, there's a man who's lived a tale that defies explanation. The psychological impact on Baxter, the weight of experiences that none other claimed to have endured, merits exploration. His journey through the claimed epics of time poses questions about the resilience of the human mind and spirit in the face of such profound journeys. Global reception. Globally, the reception of Baxter's story varies wildly. Some cultures embrace the possibility of time travel with open arms, seeing it as destiny manifesting. Others remain skeptical, their beliefs firmly rooted in the tangible and the proven. This global conversation has sparked an international dialogue about the nature of progress and the definition of truth in the age of technological miracles. The challenge of proof. Proof remains the linchpin in the saga of Jonathan Baxter. Without it, his claims hover in a limbo of plausibility. The scientific method demands replicable results, and the world waits for Baxter to reproduce his miraculous journey. The time machine, currently shrouded in both literal and metaphorical tarpaulin, awaits its moment of truth under the scrutiny of the public eye. In search of tomorrow, we are, as a species, eternally in search of tomorrow, be it through the lenses of our telescopes, the tips of our pens, or the edges of our imagination. Baxter, willingly or not, has become a beacon for those who look towards the horizon, yearning for a new dawn of understanding. His story, whether it ends in scientific triumph or quiet obscurity, reminds us that the search itself is what propels humanity forward. Interlude of possibility. As the world watches and waits, Jonathan Baxter's story has evolved from a singular claim to an interlude of possibility for humankind. His narrative has opened a Pandora's box of theoretical quandaries and practical considerations. Each claimed leap through time poses a challenge to the established order of science and philosophy, urging us to consider the multidimensional implications of time travel. We stand at the threshold, not only awaiting proof, but also pondering the ramifications. Evolving narratives. The story of time travel is as old as human storytelling itself, and Baxter's account adds a new chapter to this age-long fascination. While skeptics and supporters line up on either side of the debate, the narrative continues to evolve, fed by the human love for mystery and the innate desire to break through the final frontier time itself. Baxter's experiences, whether fact or fiction, serve as a catalyst for a broader discussion on the nature of our universe and our place within it. A scientific renaissance. Amid the cacophony of voices surrounding Baxter's claims, there lies the potential for a scientific renaissance. The controversy has spurred a renewed interest in temporal research, igniting passions in both veteran scientists and a new generation of thinkers. Baxter's machine, as much an artifact of curiosity as it is of science, represents a touchstone for those daring to dream about what lies beyond the horizon of current scientific thought. The skeptic's view, yet, in the echo chamber of speculation, the skeptic's view holds a place of importance. In the age of misinformation, the demand for evidence is a cornerstone of truth. Baxter's disappearance and reappearance have been shrouded in mystery, but the heart of the matter remains unchanged. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. As such, the world remains vigilant, awaiting the thread of truth amidst the tapestry of tales spun around Baxter's alleged journeys. A timeless tale continues. Ultimately, Jonathan Baxter's reemergence and the stories he brings with him are more than a question of scientific curiosity. They are a testament to humanity's timeless tale of exploration. Our history is written in the stars, the stones, and perhaps now, in the very seconds we traverse. Baxter's story, irrespective of its outcome, is a continuation of our collective journey through the cosmos, a reminder that our quest for understanding is far from over. The social fabric. In the aftermath of Jonathan Baxter's assertions, the social fabric appears altered, as if by the mere possibility of time travel. Conversations at dinner tables, in academic halls, and online forums have shifted from daily affairs to the ethics and possibilities of time manipulation. Baxter's story, with all its enigmatic allure, has not only captivated minds, but also subtly woven itself into the very way we perceive our existence. It's a narrative that challenges our understanding of progress, causality, and our agency over the temporal realm. Individual impact. On a more personal scale, Baxter's experiences resonate with the individual's desire for change and control over one's destiny. If one could traverse the corridors of time, what moments would we revisit? What outcomes would we alter? This introspection is perhaps Baxter's most profound contribution to the collective psyche, prompting a meditation on our life choices and the ripples they create across the canvas of time. The science of tomorrow. The scientific ramifications of Baxter's machine, if proven true, propel us into a tomorrow laden with quantum leaps. The principles that governed our understanding of physics are now on the brink of a revolution, potentially birthing technologies and insights that could reshape our interaction with the temporal dimension. This is the science of tomorrow, gestating in the womb of Baxter's narrative, ready to redefine our reality. Ethical quandaries. With the awe-inspiring potential of time travel comes a labyrinth of ethical quandaries. Baxter's journey forces us to confront the moral implications of tampering with time. What rights do we have over the past and the future? How do we mitigate the risks of temporal paradoxes or the butterfly effect of small changes causing unforeseen consequences? These are the questions that now haunt ethicists and laypersons alike. Unveiling truth. As the curtain slowly rises on the veracity of Baxter's claims, we inch closer to unveiling a truth that could either be the key to a new chapter in human history or a complex illusion woven by the desires of one man. The world watches, with collective breath held, for that moment of revelation that could, at once, answer age-old mysteries and birth new enigmas. Vision of the future. In the realm of what if, the future painted by Jonathan Baxter's tales is nothing short of a science fiction tapestry come to life. If his device can indeed slice through the continuum, what future are we steering towards? His vanishing and subsequent return have sparked a global envisioning of futures, diverse and staggering utopias regained, dystopias averted, histories rewritten. Baxter's narrative beckons us to ponder the shape of things to come and our role in sculpting a future where time travel could be a reality. Cultural reflections. Baxter's story also holds up a mirror to our cultural fascinations and fears. Throughout history, humanity has been enthralled by the idea of controlling time. Our myths, folklore, and arts have often reflected this obsession. Baxter, knowingly or not, taps into this cultural vein, igniting a worldwide reflection on our enduring quest to conquer time and, through it, our mortality. Technological responsibility. With the advent of such an extraordinary claim, the topic of technological responsibility surges to the forefront. Should Baxter's time machine work, it brings into sharp focus the need for ethical stewardship of such technology. The stewardship of this potential power would fall not only to the scientists and engineers, but to all of humanity. It would become a shared responsibility, a collective guardianship over a force that could alter the very essence of our reality. Time travel in the public domain. As the concept of time travel transitions from Baxter's private odyssey to a public domain subject, it becomes a canvas for society's hopes and fears. The implications of time travel extend beyond the individual. They ripple into societal structures, governance, law, and culture. Baxter's reappearance has thus inadvertently sown the seeds for a broader dialogue about public domain technology and its governance. An ongoing saga. Jonathan Baxter's story does not conclude with the revelation of his time machine's authenticity or fallacy. Rather, it persists as a living narrative, a continuously unfolding saga that challenges our perceptions and beliefs. It is a journey that transcends the man and the machine, inviting us to partake in a collective exploration of our temporal existence. The ripple of time. The story of Jonathan Baxter and his alleged time machine sends ripples into the very fabric of societal norms. If his claims hold water, we are on the precipice of a paradigm shift in understanding causality and destiny. Such a breakthrough could unravel new paths in the tapestry of human achievement, potentially offering a bridge to alternate realities or histories yet unseen. The ripple effect of such a discovery would be akin to throwing a boulder into the still waters of a pond, with the waves reaching every shore of human thought. The role of media. As this narrative unfolds, the role of media in shaping public perception is undeniable. Baxter's saga has been a litmus test for journalistic integrity, and the dissemination of extraordinary claims. How the media continues to report on this phenomenon could influence not only public opinion, but also the future of scientific inquiry. The story, teetering on the brink between breakthrough and bedlam, remains a testament to the media's power in the modern age. Preservation of history. The notion of revisiting or even altering our past through time travel brings the preservation of history into sharp focus. If Baxter's machine can indeed traverse the annals of time, what does this mean for historical integrity? The responsibility to preserve the authentic course of events could become more complex, opening up debates about the sanctity of history and the ethical ramifications of our potential to change it. Personal tales entwined with time. Baxter's personal saga, his disappearance and return, resonates with the individual stories of those touched by the notion of time travel. Across the globe, people begin to reflect on their past and future, weaving their aspirations and regrets into the broader narrative. The concept of time travel, once Baxter's alone, now becomes a communal canvas, where each individual paints their chronology of what-ifs and if-onlys. The community's fabric is being stretched and rewoven with each discussion of Jonathan Baxter's time travel claim. If such a device exists, it doesn't merely transport a person through time. It carries the collective hopes and fears of a community seeking to understand its place in the universe. This concept transcends scientific theory and enters the realm of collective identity. How we navigate this narrative as a society could define the cultural and social evolution of our times. Philosophical implications. Philosophically, the implications of time travel strike at the core of our understanding of existence. Baxter's story compels us to confront our linear perception of time. If we can journey through time as we do through space, what does this mean for concepts like fate and free will? Baxter's tale is no longer just a scientific anomaly. It is a philosophical watershed, inviting profound introspection into the nature of human existence, global consciousness, and unity. In a world often divided, Baxter's story has, paradoxically, united people from all walks of life in wonderment and debate. The global consciousness has been piqued by the potential of time travel, knitting together a patchwork of cultures and beliefs into a single, contemplative human quilt. This shared experience, born out of a universal human curiosity, may be one of Baxter's most unexpected legacies. Temporal tourism. Imagine a future where temporal tourism is a reality. Baxter's claims open the door to such a possibility, where historical events could be destinations on a traveler's itinerary. This concept challenges the very notion of experience and memory, transforming how we understand and interact with history. It underscores the need for rigorous debate on the ethics and mechanics of such endeavors, possibly birthing entirely new industries and academic fields. Interdimensional ethics. As the world grapples with the idea of Jonathan Baxter's time machine, it's not just about the feasibility, but also the interdimensional ethics it introduces. If his claims are accurate, we find ourselves peering into the ethical abyss of interacting with alternate realities. Each decision could have a butterfly effect on an interdimensional scale, prompting a need for new ethical frameworks that extend beyond our current comprehension. Time machine, as a cultural icon, Baxter's supposed invention has rapidly evolved into a cultural icon, a symbol of human aspiration and imagination. It is a testament to our love affair with the unknown, and a reminder that there are still mysteries left to unravel. This cultural iconography transcends the physical time machine, embedding itself in art, literature, and the collective human narrative. Historical accountability. The potential to revisit and alter historical events brings into question the concept of accountability. If time travel were possible, how do we hold accountable those who wield such power? Baxter's narrative has opened a Pandora's box of temporal morality, compelling us to consider how history should be treated if we have the means to change it. Science fiction vs. science fact. The line between science fiction and science fact is blurred more than ever in the wake of Baxter's reappearance. His story forces us to reconsider what we deem possible, pushing the boundaries of science into realms previously occupied by fiction. Whether his time machine is fact or fantasy, it has undeniably altered the narrative of scientific pursuit. The quest for verification. Finally, the crux of Jonathan Baxter's tale rests upon the global quest for verification. The scientific community and the world at large seek tangible proof of his time-traveling exploits. This quest goes beyond curiosity. It is a fundamental drive to either validate a revolutionary discovery or debunk a grandiose fiction. The outcome of this quest will either open up a new chapter in human capability or serve as a cautionary tale about the seduction of the impossible. The enigma of return. After years of silence, Jonathan Baxter's sudden reappearance raises more questions than it answers. How has he aged, or not, compared to those who remained? What tales of other times does he carry with him, if any? His return is an enigmatic chapter that beckons us to unravel the mystery of where he's been and what, if any, secrets of the cosmos he now understands. The scientific inquisition. The scientific community is in an uproar. Some call for rigorous testing of Baxter's claims, while others dismiss him as a charlatan. But the undeniable fact remains: he has returned with knowledge and devices that defy explanation. Experts from various fields convene, aiming to peel back the layers of Baxter's odyssey to discern scientific breakthroughs from fiction. The Time Traveler's Dilemma. As stories of Baxter's travels begin to circulate, a complex dilemma unfolds. If he indeed journeyed through time, how has it affected his perception of the present? Does he carry burdens of foreknowledge, or the weight of events he could have altered but didn't? Baxter's psychological and emotional state becomes a subject of as much speculation as the mechanics of his time machine. The paradoxes unfold. Jonathan Baxter's presence after his inexplicable absence is a conundrum that fuels endless debates. If his journey through time was real, it presents a mosaic of paradoxes. Chronologists and theorists work tirelessly to untangle the potential temporal contradictions his actions could have caused. Could he have influenced events he's now a part of? The answers may redefine our understanding of cause and effect. Technological renaissance. In the wake of Baxter's claims, technology and science experience a renaissance. Every supposed component of his time machine is scrutinized, leading to accidental discoveries in energy, material science, and quantum mechanics. Whether Baxter's machine worked or not, it acts as a lodestone for innovation, drawing out genius from the global community. Personal histories revisited. Baxter's story prompts people to revisit their own histories. Support groups and online forums burgeon with stories of what people would change if they had access to a time machine. Baxter becomes a symbol of lost opportunities and what-ifs, giving people a chance to reconcile with their past, even if only in their imaginations. Governmental interest and secrecy. The reemergence of Baxter attracts governmental attention. There's speculation about covert meetings and discussions about national security implications. If Baxter's machine can alter the past, the future becomes an asset or liability that governments are keen to control. The boundary between public knowledge and state secrets becomes murkier. Universal fascination. At the heart of Baxter's narrative is a universal fascination with the unknown. Museums and theme parks vie to display replicas of his machine, while filmmakers and authors race to capture his story. His life becomes the subject of documentaries and biopics, and he is both venerated and vilified. Through it all, Baxter's impact on culture is undeniable, his tale a testament to humanity's insatiable appetite for the extraordinary. Evolving laws and regulations. Baxter's return isn't just a phenomenon, it's a catalyst for legislative evolution. Governments worldwide scramble to draft laws governing time travel, preemptively shaping the legal landscape of a potentially altered future. These regulations stretch into every domain from ethics to economics, and Baxter's name becomes synonymous with a new branch of jurisprudence: quantum entanglement and consciousness. The scientific community is in a frenzy. Baxter's detailed descriptions of his machine's workings lead to breakthroughs in understanding quantum entanglement and its relationship with consciousness. Scientists consider the possibility that Baxter didn't travel through time physically, but sent his consciousness across the temporal planes. This revelation opens new avenues in both technology and philosophy, reshaping how humanity perceives existence. Cultural shifts and time travel literature. In literature and media, time travel stories shift from fantastical escapades to intricate narratives grounded in the reality that Baxter's account has introduced. Time travel literature experiences a renaissance, exploring the nuanced ethical and emotional landscapes of those who traverse the temporal realms. Baxter's own memoirs become a bestseller, studied by academics and enthusiasts alike. The new age of exploration. Baxter's reappearance signifies a new age of exploration, but this time it's the fabric of time that humanity seeks to navigate. Investment in space-time research surges, with Baxter's input sought on numerous projects. He inadvertently becomes the figurehead of a new era of adventurers who dream of following in his footsteps, with the past and future as their destinations. The ripple of Baxter's influence. The ripples from Jonathan Baxter's narrative extend beyond the present, influencing future scientific endeavors and philosophical inquiries. As his tale is dissected and celebrated, a new term enters the lexicon: Baxterian, denoting anything related to time manipulation and its profound consequences. The Baxterian theories become a staple in academic discourse, inspiring a generation to ponder the relativity of time and existence. Global Time Travel Accords. Baxter's saga leads to the drafting of the Global Time Travel Accords, a series of international agreements aiming to establish a framework for the ethical use of any discovered or invented time manipulation technologies. These accords become a testament to humanity's collective will to govern the unknown responsibly, a direct consequence of the Pandora's box that Baxter has opened. The ethics of temporal intervention. Ethicists grapple with the Baxter conundrum, the moral implications of intervening in past events. It becomes a new branch of ethical study, with universities offering courses on temporal ethics and Baxter's own experiences serving as case studies. The question of whether it is right to change the past for a perceived betterment of the future becomes a central theme in moral philosophy. Baxter's technological legacy. The technology behind Baxter's alleged time machine, whether fully understood or not, spurs a technological legacy that influences advancements across various industries. Concepts taken from his designs lead to more energy-efficient engines, advanced materials capable of withstanding extreme conditions, and even improvements in computer processing that echo the supposed computational needs of his machine. The mythos of Baxter. As years pass, the line between the man and the myth blurs. Jonathan Baxter becomes a folk hero to some, a cautionary tale to others, and a mysterious legend to the rest. His story, embellished and retold, becomes a cultural touchstone that encapsulates humanity's complex relationship with time, our fear of the unknown, and our eternal hope for a future where we can undo our mistakes or fulfill unachieved dreams. Interdimensional implications. As the dust settles on the initial frenzy surrounding Jonathan Baxter's return, a new conversation emerges: the interdimensional implications of his time travel claims. Theoretical physicists propose the Baxter multiverse theory, suggesting that his machine may have opened doors to alternate realities. This ushers in a speculative era of physics, where Baxter's experiences are used to hypothesize about the existence of parallel universes and the potential for cross-dimensional interaction. Cinematic universe and storytelling. Hollywood, ever eager to capitalize on compelling narratives, launches a cinematic universe based on Baxter's adventures. His saga is translated into a series of films and television shows, blending fact with fiction and offering a narrative labyrinth as complex as the concept of time travel itself. Baxter becomes an icon, a symbol of human potential and the quest for knowledge immortalized on the silver screen. Time travel and popular culture. The influence of Baxter's story profoundly shifts popular culture. Time travel themes become prevalent in music, art, and fashion. Baxter Chic emerges as a trend, where fashion takes on an anachronistic flair, blending elements from various eras, a nod to the time traveler's eclectic narrative. Time travel escape rooms and experiential events also become popular, allowing people to live out their temporal fantasies in a Baxter-inspired universe. The philosopher's perspective. Philosophers use Baxter's story as a springboard to discuss the nature of reality and human perception. Seminars and papers delve into the Baxter phenomenon, examining how the collective belief in his time travel influences reality itself. This leads to a renewed interest in metaphysics and epistemology, with Baxter's narrative serving as a modern allegory for the age-old debate between perception and reality. Baxter and the new educational curriculum. Educational institutions find themselves adapting to the Baxter effect as well. Curriculums are reimagined to include Baxter's theories and the impact of his story on modern science. Students learn about the potential realities of time travel through the prism of Baxter's experiences, which become case studies in critical thinking and scientific skepticism. His story becomes a tool to engage students in discussions about scientific ethics, the nature of evidence, and the scientific method. The evolution of social media. On social media, Baxterisms become viral phenomena. People share memes and stories about where they would go if they could travel through time. The hashtag #IfYouHadATime trends recurrently, with users connecting over shared desires to fix past regrets or witness historical events. Baxter's influence turns social media into a temporal playground where individuals share and reshuffle their timelines imaginatively. Spiritual and existential impact. Baxter's story transcends the scientific community, touching on spiritual and existential themes. It becomes a focal point in discussions about destiny, free will, and the nature of the soul. Spiritual leaders and thinkers ponder the implications of time travel on the human spirit, while some New Age movements cite Baxter's journey as evidence of a more malleable reality governed by consciousness. The Baxter Scholarship Fund. Recognizing the educational potential of Baxter's story, philanthropists established the Baxter Scholarship Fund. It's aimed at supporting students and researchers dedicated to exploring the fields of quantum mechanics, temporal studies, and the philosophy of time. This initiative not only honors Baxter's legacy, but also ensures the continuation of innovative research in these complex domains, potentially bringing us closer to understanding the true nature of time. Preserving Baxter's legacy. To preserve the rich narrative and the scientific intrigue of Baxter's tale, a dedicated museum is founded. The Baxter Temporal Museum becomes a hub for historians, scientists, and time travel aficionados, featuring interactive exhibits and a library of time travel literature. The museum also hosts an annual symposium, attracting experts from around the globe to discuss the implications of Baxter's journey. Impact on future generations. Baxter's story captures the imagination of not just the present generation, but also sparks the curiosity of the young minds that will shape the future. Teachers report increased interest in science and history classes when they introduce the concept of time travel through the lens of Baxter's experiences. His story becomes a tool for inspiring future innovators and thinkers to push beyond the boundaries of conventional understanding. The Time Capsule Project. In a global tribute to Baxter's influence on the concept of time, the Baxter Time Capsule Project is initiated. Communities around the world create time capsules, not to be opened for decades or even centuries. The project symbolizes the hope and curiosity about the future that Baxter's story inspired, creating a legacy that will reach far into the future. Baxter's Cultural Festival. Finally, The annual Baxter Cultural Festival becomes a global event, celebrating the diversity of human culture through the theme of time. It features art, music, film, and literature, all exploring different aspects of time travel and its impact on society. The festival also serves as a reminder of the uniting power of a single story and its ability to transcend cultural and temporal barriers, much like Baxter's own journey through time. Baxter and the arts. In the world of art, Jonathan Baxter becomes a muse. His enigmatic tale inspires artists globally, leading to a surge in time-themed artwork. Galleries and exhibitions dedicated to the concept of time and its fluidity start popping up, with pieces that challenge the viewer's perception of past, present, and future. Art becomes another vessel through which the public can engage with and interpret Baxter's perplexing journey. Virtual reality experiences. The tech industry takes a cue from Baxter's story to create immersive virtual reality experiences that allow users to simulate time travel. Baxter's Odyssey becomes a popular VR adventure where players can navigate through different time periods, facing challenges and making choices that could alter the course of history. This interactive form of storytelling garners a cult following and opens discussions about the consequences of tampering with time. Welcome to Blesavia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Jonathan Baxter's influence permeates the very fabric of society, continuously challenging us to question our understanding of time, our impact on the world, and the legacy we wish to create. His story, perhaps one of the greatest modern tales, ensures that his name will be echoed in the corridors of time, a mysterious figure who became a symbol of human curiosity and the desire to transcend the limits of our reality. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blesavia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe. Live Q and a sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in Live Q and a sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blesavia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.